Okay, so here we are, back again with a new plane, but an old friend, a slow stick. Hey, 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 hey. Today's the day that we are testing for the first time a 2.4 conversion. Yep, we are now no longer flying 72 megahertz. I still have the radios. As you can see, this is an older high-tech Flash 5. I still love them, but we are on to FreeSky now. FreeSky modules and conversions. So yeah, let's get our timer. Okay, and let's see what we get here. This is a maiden for this plane. Has never been flown. It does have some parts from my original slow stick. This is 11 years ago I started flying, so this is the plane we started with, and it seems fitting that today would be a good day to fly this one. 11 years ago this month we started flying RC, so let's see how this goes. Okay, so here we go. Like I said, this is a maiden for this plane. Oh yeah. Seems a little tail heavy, but I've also got the throttle on too. Turn the throttle off. Here's the glide. So used to flying planes with the ailerons, it seems so mushy, the controls. But this is how we started. Give it some down. Let's get it up there. That's full throttle. Okay. Yeah, this is how we started, 3-channel. 3-channel, I can remember being really scared to go to ailerons because, well, it just seemed scary. It's like, wow, all right, we're flying, but do we really want to go with the ailerons? We don't know, 3-channel's enough, 3-channel's enough. But then, you know, any amount of wind with these things kicks them around. We didn't know how much control, how much better it would be with some control. So, you know, and then of course you get ailerons and you're like, wow, that's way better. It's so much better. And now that I don't have ailerons, my right thumb is wiggling around going, okay, we need control. My left thumb is trying to get the rudder to kick the plane around, and it's not doing anything. So it's very strange. Slow sticks are fun, but they have their limitations, obviously, with just being a 3-channel and with that big wing being a kite and all. This one actually has the wing mounts. The front mount is reduced where it's not just the angle of attack is reduced. Let's do a loop here and see what we get. Oh yeah, no problem. That's actually a good loop. This has good power. Yeah, it's funny, the response is good for a trainer, good for a beginner, because it doesn't over control. I mean, you can't over control a slow stick with this kind of rates. I can move the stick back and forth and it just kind of wiggles and sits there and waits for me to input the right command. I've flown these in wind before, actual wind, and they're kind of fun if you can get a steady wind and just kind of float out there. But yeah, something that's gusting and blowing around you where it's unpredictable is no fun. You need more control. You need control over the wing for that, and these just don't have that. Now, like I mentioned before, this is the first time I've flown with dedicated 2.4. You found a little thermal right there. That's power off, and it's not diving at all. A little bit. Let's get power back over here. First time I've flown with dedicated 2.4. This is Free Sky, and this is one of their older Park Flyer, the V8R4 receivers. And I've got plenty of control, no problem. Whoa, that was funny. Gust of wind there. Obviously the plane's not going to do that on its own. It has no control to do that, so that was funny. And see, that's the kind of stuff where if you were lower, that would result in a crash, no doubt, because there's no way you could recover from that kind of kick. There's no way you could do anything with that. And see, if you could have something like this, that's kind of fun. You could go back and almost like a sloper. You could ride the wind, but see, I have no control to get it back fast enough to control that. So if I could ride that, if there's a thermal over there, which there might be. Anyway, the 2.4 seems to be just fine. It's steady. It's not kicking or anything weird. I mean, I'm not getting any kind of glitching. Seems fine. Our timer, we have 3 minutes left. Let's kick it around here. So yeah, 11 years ago this month, this was the ultimate for us. This was the wow, we're really doing it. We're really controlling an RC plane. We're really having the fun. It's really doing well. Let's throttle off. We got something up there. It's kind of floating. Still floating. That's kind of fun. All right, throttle on. Go back up here. And man, we were certainly in hog heaven at that time. It's like, wow, we're really doing it. We're really flying RC. This is awesome. This is awesome. Not knowing what was ahead of us, what we would see, what we would do. In the meantime, I mean, 11 years since has been just awesome. We've had so many great scratch builds and wonderful times with friends and all of that. I mean, being part of the Renegades and just this has been a great part of life. I mean, it just sits there. I mean, it's kind of nice having that little cloud behind it. You can kind of get a reference. See, I've got full right and it won't turn. There it goes. Yeah, that's kind of cool. See, it'll sit there. There's a breeze right there. And I've got the throttle about a quarter to a half. So it'll sit. I wonder if I can get it to just sit over there for you guys, and you can look at that. Just see it sit there, just poking around. Oh, there's a little gust. All right, let's get over here. Full throttle. Do our big turn. We'll climb up. Throttle off. Into the wind. So we're getting a pretty steady breeze. Dude, that's off. Let's get it back to us a little bit. Let's move it back. Okay. So our timer. We'll go ahead and hit a land. The closer to the ground we get, obviously we'll have some buffeting. See if we can land it really good here. Whoa. It looked like it was doing a pretty good landing. There we go. Hey, that wasn't bad at all. All right. So that was cool. Like I said, 11 years. Yeah, slow stick, still mushy. But we also ran the 2.4, the Free Sky. Free Sky showed itself as being pretty good, optimal for this little field. This is good. I ran planes way out with the 72 before, but Park Flyer, which is what the VR8, V8 R4 was always touted to be. It's not a very long range receiver. I have other ones for that, so that's fine. Slow stick, you don't want to get it very far anyway. Plus the fact that it, like we mentioned, the control, that's not gonna, you don't want to get very far anyway, because you need it close to you to watch the controls, try to catch it when it gets out of control. And yeah, that's it. That was a pretty good flight, especially for a maiden. Didn't need anything, a little bit of trimming here and there, and obviously we got to remember a slow stick will be just a slow stick. It's not going to be anything more. Can have fun with it, be slow, cruise around, float around what you can, and watch it and have a good time with the RC. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate you hanging in with me for the whole video, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.